Alright, here we go. Rich from the truck guy out here at Mentor Dodge, South Fort Worth, 9501 South Freeway, just north of Burleson on I-35. So I want to come at you today with another do's and don'ts of buying a car. So let's discuss trade-ins. So first off, everybody that wants to trade in their vehicle has a huge emotional attachment to their own vehicle. And hey, I'm not blaming you. That vehicle's got you through some tough times. That being said, the dealership has no emotional attachment to that vehicle. To them, it's just another piece of machinery. And that's what they're going to look at it as. They're going to get the VIN number, the mileage, the condition of the vehicle, and they're going to give you an appraisal based on all the physical features of the vehicle. So, don't go to the dealership feeling like they're just out to insult you, that they're just going to steal the vehicle from you, all this and that. That's usually not their intention. At least not the dealerships I work with. And usually the first value that they give you is a gauge of whether or not they're trying to work you over on the trade. So obviously, first off, stay away from retail vehicle evaluators like KBB and such, unless you're going to do the instant cash offers. Instant cash offer is what they'll actually cut you a check for in that instance. Now, going online to do Kelley Blue Book's instant cash offer means you have to bring it to an actual representative like myself for us to finish the evaluation and verify that that's what your vehicle's worth. Secondly, emotional attachment has no monetary value. So, because it got you through hard times, because it's been a great vehicle, and because it's never let you down, does not equate to dollar value. Please take that into account. A dealership is a for-profit organization. Otherwise, they wouldn't be there. They're there to hopefully buy your vehicle at a price that makes sense to them, so that way they can turn around and sell it and make a profit off the vehicle while still giving you a fair value to put towards your new vehicle. I apologize. Had a cold for the last few days, so might be a little coffee. So, when they give you a number, please don't take it as an insult. It's not meant to be an insult. It's meant to get a gauge of where both you and the dealership are at concerning where both of you think the vehicle is worth. Now, some people just know when they walk in the door, my vehicle is worth $18,500. They walk in the door, the dealership says, hey, your vehicle's worth $18,500, blah, 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 blah. That comes from a lot of research, a lot of time invested in knowing what your value of your vehicle is. Also, make sure when you go to trade in your vehicle, you keep several things in mind. One, keep the vehicle as clean as possible. Detail it if you have to. A vehicle that looks clean and is cleaned will help the appraiser think that somebody takes care of their vehicle. Two, do not leave a full tank of gas in it, because that's just money you wasted. That's on you. You don't get that back. 3, make sure if you owe anything on the vehicle, you know exactly how much it is you owe, who you owe it to, what your current payment is, and how to call and get a 10 to 20 day payoff of the vehicle plus per diem. So if your vehicle is financed through a credit union, do not show up to the dealership Friday night at 8 o'clock. Because there's not a credit union open and they cannot get that information until the following Monday. However, if your vehicle is financed through somebody, say like GM Financial, 24/7 we can draw that information. Credit unions are usually not open after 6 o'clock on weekdays or on Saturdays, or at all on the weekends. So keep that in mind when you go to trade your vehicle in. Either have your 20-day payoff in hand, so that way on Monday when they call and verify it, it's correct. Or 2, make sure you go in early enough in the day or far enough from the weekend that they can still verify the next day. Let's see, what else? Also, when somebody asks you, okay, this is the information for your trade, what kind of vehicle were you looking to upgrade to? Don't stop them and say, I just want to know what you're going to give me for my trade, because with some appraisers, and I know especially with my appraisers here over in the used car department, my used car manager, if you're trading in a Jeep and you're looking at another Jeep, he's liable to give you some more leeway as far as how far we can bump your trade to help you get into the new vehicle, because we are a Jeep dealership, we sell Jeeps all day long. So also vice versa, if you're bringing in a Ram truck and you want to buy a Jeep, you know, they're willing to work with you if you let them know what kind of vehicle we're looking at. And that way, while they're doing their appraisal, putting their numbers in the computer system to put everything to the desk manager, you and your salesman can actually go out and take a look at few of the vehicles you're interested in and get a feel for the trim, the options, how they look, how they sit, how they ride, the whole 9 yards. And then they can come to you and say, okay, so we've got an appraisal on your trade. This is the vehicle we looked at. So let's put all these numbers on paper and let's make it all make sense for you. Because if somebody tells you, hey, we're going to give you $16,500 for your trade, and you have some number made up in your head that you needed to have $20,000 for your trade because it's the only way you can afford the new vehicle, well, maybe that's not necessarily true. Maybe you need to see the numbers on the new vehicle to see how they match up with your trade value, so on and so forth. So let them do their job. Let them actually put it on paper. Nothing is a commitment until you sign in finance. Nothing is a commitment until you sign in finance. So every little initial, every little this and that does not mean you are forced to take the car home. That means that, yes, I agree to these terms. Let's move to the next step. That's what that means. So, on your trade, obviously, if the first number is several $1,000s away from where you want it to be, let them know and say, hey, why are you offering me $10,000 for my trade from what research I've done, it's worth $20,000. That's where you need to have the discussion with your salesman. Your salesman is going to ask you, how did you get to $20,000? You're going to show them documentation of where you got the $20,000 from. Now, whether it be $20,000 for retail sale, or that the average trade-in value of your particular vehicle with your particular miles, with your particular accessories is $20,000, then that they can go to the desk for. Now, I will tell you this. Anytime a dealership gives you a trade-in value, if you are more than $1,500 away, it's not going to happen. And the reason why I say that is because the dealership is not in the habit of moving $1,500 for a trade-in. The dealership is in the habit of moving maybe $100 to $500, maybe even $1,000 at max. If they have the room with the rebates and incentives on the new vehicle to cover it, yes, they'll do it. Or if, hey, somebody flubbed and didn't take into account the fact that you just put brand spanking new factory style tires on your vehicle, and they missed that, they can go out and do a reevaluation on your trade and go, oh yeah, by the way, look, we can knock that $500 off of our shop bill and put it into your value, because it's $500 less we don't have to spend in tires. So just stay calm, go through the process, and don't get agitated. Because the worst thing you can do to your salesman is get agitated, because all it does is aggravate your salesman. And your salesman just gets aggravated as well. Everybody wants to have a good time. Everybody wants to get through as fast as possible. So come on down to Metter. Let me show you why we simply do it better at Metter. 9501 South Freeway. We're in Fort Worth, Texas, just north of Burleson. You can reach me at 682-228-0934. And hey, if you have any questions or would like to add some more to this video, please throw it down in the comments below. Make sure you like the video, tap your bell notifications, and subscribe. Again, this is Rich the Truck Guy, Metter Dodge. Thanks.